Oh, can we sing King Alpha's song in a strange land? 'Cause the wicked carried us away, captivity required from us a song. Oh, can we sing King Alpha's song in a strange land? Sing it aloud. Sing the song of freedom, sisters. Sing the song of freedom, so let the words of our mouth and the meditation of our heart be acceptable in thy sight, override. So let the words of our mouth and the meditation of our heart be acceptable in thy sight, override. Sing it again. We got to sing it together. By the rivers of Babylon, where he sat down, and there he wept when he remembered Zion. 'Cause the wicked carried us away, captivity required from us a song. Oh, can we sing King Alpha's song in a strange land? 'Cause the wicked carried us away, captivity required from us a song. Oh, can we sing King Alpha's song in a strange land?
Hey now, Matt LaBarber Music here, and today we are talking about Rivers of Babylon by Jimmy Cliff, which I learned from the Harder They Come soundtrack. I'm not sure if that's the only thing it's on, but that's where I heard it from. This song is so fun to play, and I included, some chord charts in the actual play along, which I think will help you out. And if you're not sure how to interpret those, I'll talk to you about that when we zoom in. Before I do, I would like to encourage you, if you haven't already, to please subscribe to my channel. If you already have, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And, you check out mattlabarbermusic.com. I got some really cool stuff coming up and that I've already done. So let's zoom in and I will show you how to play this amazing song. Okay, so for the intro, this is the only time this happens. They really just play the first 4 bars of the G, right? And I'll show you what this main riff is that I'm playing. I'm playing, and I play with my thumb, really, because I like that dead sound. So you'll notice that it's instead of picking, and it's instead of fingers, because that kind of rings out a little bit longer. So I'm using my thumb instead. So So that way when I put my thumb back down on the strings, it kind of stops those notes, you know? So I'll show you this riff for the intro, and then I'll walk you through the other parts. But the intro riff, we're playing 3 on the E string, and then 5 on the A, and then 5 on the D. Okay, so I'm playing 2 of these. Okay, now I might not thumb my way through this. We'll find out if I remember to do that or not. But it's 2 of these notes, 1 of these, and 1 of those. So 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. Right? So that's going to happen 4 times. And in case you are keeping score, or you want to know, this is really just the note G on your E string. And I'll link you to a video that has the notes on the neck in case you're curious. It's probably one of the most helpful things you'll be able to know as far as playing bass. But you don't need it. I can explain without it, okay? But really you're just playing the root, which is G, and then you go up to the 5th, then you're going to the octave. And again, if you're not sure what an octave is, I'll link you to a video about that. Also incredibly helpful. That's how I learned this tune without looking it up really, right? So I'd like you to be able, although I love having you here, I'd like you to not need me, right? So the idea is I'm going to start with this, and that riff, you know, equals 1 measure. So I'm going to play that riff 4 times. And then they play that same riff starting on the 5th fret of the A string, which is the note D. So we go 5, 7, 7. And then there's just this little turnaround, and this is the only time it happens in the song. It goes 3 on the A, 2 on the A, open A, and then back to 3 on the G. So let's see. And back into that G riff. Okay, so that's just the intro. And again, that only happens in the very beginning of the song, hence the clever name intro. But now the good news is if you got that down, then the rest of the song will come pretty easily. I made a map of the song that I'll kind of put up after I explain all the different sections. There's really 3 parts. There's part 1, 2, and 3, or I think I might have labeled it A section on accident, and then 2 and 3. But what are you going to do? You know, I do my best. Everybody makes mistakes. So the A section, okay, or part 1, you're playing this G riff 4 times. And then you go to the 5th fret on A and play the D riff. Then back to G twice. Then it starts all over again. The weird part is there's 2 at the end, and then you go into another 4. So it seems like you're on that G chord forever. By the river, I can't sing this song very well. By the rivers of Babylon, you sat down, and there he went, when he remembered Zion. See, I can't sing it and play it all at the same time. But that's the verse, okay? So, or the section 1. So then when it loops, da, 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 or we'll go, and there he went, when he remembered Zion. So there's going to be 4 more of those G's. So hopefully that's all making sense to you. Then we're going on to part 2, which is going to be this main G riff. twice. And then we go to 3 on the A. 1 time. It's that same riff. We're going 3, 5, 5. So here's the G riff. C, G. Okay, that's the first 4 bars. And then it's going to go this G riff twice. 1 D riff. And then 1 G riff. So really, the riff starting on 3 of your E string, then 3 of the A. And that's on all of the wicked carry us away, captivity require from us a song. And then 2 G's, how can we sing King of us? D. And the weird thing is there's actually like just this extra bar of a G before they go into the next part. So it's an uneven number of measures, but it makes sense like in the tune itself. Again, I'm not going in order of the song. I'm just showing you parts 1, 2, and 3, and then hopefully you can follow the little map that I put up there of how many times you do each part. I would recommend either copying it down or screenshotting it or whatever. Now this is the so let the words of our heart, that part. Okay, this is going to go back and forth between the G riff, which is 3 on the E, and the D riff, which is 5 on the A. We're actually going to go back and forth between those 2 chords 3 times. And then we go to the G twice. So I'll show you what that sounds like. So that the words of our heart be acceptable in thy sight. Meditations of our heart. I'm probably singing the words wrong. Override. Because I can't sing and play at the same time. So there are those first 8 bars. And really, I just wrote it twice, so you didn't have to like do the repeat. It's the same thing 2 times in a row. That's the part 3. So I'll go through it again. D, G, D, G, D, 2 G's. Sing it out loud. Those are all the pieces, okay? Now you just got to try to put them together. And again, I would highly recommend watching that video I have about notes on the neck and the octaves, because that will really explain this bass line. It's very simple. You just got to have the right rhythm. You got to know which notes you're headed for. Thank you so much again for watching, everybody. It was my pleasure to teach you this song. And like I said, if you enjoyed it, please subscribe to my channel. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. I really sincerely appreciate it. You can always check out MattLaBarbermusic.com to see what else I got going on. And speaking about what else I got going on, there's going to be another video popping up any second now. You should check that out as well. Okay? Happy bassing. Have fun playing this one. I will see you in the future.